Hello wizards, I am back again with the chapter tissues. Students, the chapter has a very big content of plant tissues and animal tissues. In my previous videos, we have gone through the various types of plant tissues and the function they perform. If you have missed it, you can find my videos in my channel. For that, please subscribe my channel and put on the bell button. Moreover, I have mentioned the link of my videos, that is the previous videos, in the description box. So now, let us start with animal tissue today. Today, in my video, I shall explain the animal tissue with the help of a chart that describes the types of animal tissues. The name suggests that animal tissue means the tissues which are found in animal's body. It is very much clear from our study or whatever we have studied earlier that plant cells and animal cells are totally different, and based on their structure, that is the cells constitute the tissues. That is why plant tissues and animal tissues are totally different. So in my video today, we will start with animal tissue, as animal tissue has many types in it. So basically the animal tissue are of four types: the epithelial tissue, the connective tissue, the muscular tissue and the nervous tissue. So students, let us start to study about the chart which I have made. It will explain all the types of animal tissue. So students, this is the chart which I have prepared to explain the animal tissue. Generally, the animal tissue is divided into four types. That is the epithelial tissue, the connective tissue, the muscular tissue and the nervous tissue. So it has been clearly written here. The epithelial tissue is of four main types. Those are the squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium and stratified squamous epithelium. Students, these four types of epithelial tissue comes under the main epithelial tissue. These four types will be explained in this video. The rest of the three types of animal tissues, that is the connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue, will be explained in my next video. But the types are mentioned here in the chart. So let me explain this first. The connective tissue is actually not having any types, but under the connective tissue we will study about the bones of our body, the cartilage, tendon, then ligament, the blood, the lymph and the areolar tissue. All these words are not familiar to you, because some of the words you will get in class 9 only. So each and every word or each and every type of tissue under connective tissue will be explained in my upcoming video. The next type of tissue is the muscular tissue. The muscular tissue have three types of further tissues, that is the types of muscles. Those are the skeletal muscle, the smooth muscle and the cardiac muscle. All the three muscles are of different shape and size, and they perform different function. So these three types of muscle cells or muscle tissues will be explained in my upcoming video again. And finally, the nervous tissue. The nervous tissue doesn't have any type in it, but we are going to explain about the nervous tissue, that is the cells which are involved in the nervous tissue, that will be covered in my upcoming video. So overall, this is the overview of the chart which contains all the types of animal tissues in it. This will be explained further. So let us first of all start with the epithelial tissue. Now, following this chart, let me start with the first type of tissue, that is the epithelial tissue. In my chart, it has been shown that It is the first tissue of animal's body. Epithelial tissue means it grows just above other tissue. It covers other tissues. So we can say that the skin of our body is an example of epithelial tissue. Cells of epithelium are set very close to each other and the tissues rest on a non-cellular basement membrane. That means they form a layer of cells around the particular part or organ which it has to be covered. It consists of single layers of cells generally. Blood vessels are absent and non-nervous in nature. It covers all the organs and lines the cavities of hollow organs like stomach. It is primarily protective in function. So, with these points, I want to say that the epithelial tissue actually covers all the organs in our body or the entire body itself. The skin is a great example of this type of tissue. So, students, in the chart, I have explained about its types, that is, the types of epithelial tissue. So, in my chart itself, the types of epithelial tissue are simple squamous epithelial tissue, then the cuboidal epithelium tissue, the columnar epithelial tissue, and the stratified squamous epithelium tissue. So one by one we shall go so that I can explain you nicely. The first one is the squamous epithelium. It is also called pavement epithelium. The name is little bit different, means they are providing another name for squamous epithelium. It has cells that are arranged end to end like tiles on a floor. So imagine, students, you are situated just near a road. You are standing near a road where the road has to be constructed. So after putting the main constructive material, that is in just above the mud, whatever things they put just above that, above all the levels, they put some tiles or some bricks so that it looks plain surface. So just like that the squamous epithelium looks like. Cells are generally polygonal in shape. It forms very delicate lining of cavities. So I can give you some examples where they are found. They are found in the inner lining of our mouth, esophagus, then nose, then pericardium, alveoli. So all these are inner structure and they are very soft and delicate. Blood vessels and covering of the tongue and skin. So all these organs which I have mentioned, their covering are actually made up of squamous epithelium cells or tissues. These epithelial cells are arranged in many layers to prevent wear and tear in skin. This pattern is stratified squamous epithelium, which is another type of animal tissue. So later on we will study about this. The next type is the cuboidal epithelium. Cuboidal epithelium, as the name mentioned, are structures that have cells which are cubical in shape and they are fitted closely. Cells look like squares in section but free surface appears hexagonal. It is found in kidney tubules, thyroid vesicles and in glands. So we can say that basically they are present in the glandular cells or glandular tissues are made up of cuboidal epithelium. It forms germinal epithelium of gonads. So another example we have provided. Then it involves in absorption, excretion and secretion. So wherever they are found, they are responsible for these three functions, as they are found basically near the glands or in the glands itself. It also provides mechanical support to the particular region. The next type is the columnar epithelium tissue. That is the third type of the epithelium tissue is the columnar epithelium. Columnar means pillar like or like columns. So the cells are basically pillar like or column like in structure. They are found or they are formed in the inner lining of the stomach, small intestine, and the colon, that is the small intestine and the large intestine itself, forming mucous membranes, that is mucus are secreted from those regions. Mucus is a chemical substance in that sense that it is liquid in nature and it gets mixed with our food. The border of the microvilli is present at the free surface end of each cells, which increase absorption efficiency in small intestine. This example has been given because the small intestine are made up of uh, with the inner lining, that is it is covered with villi, which are again constructed with microvilli. So on those regions this columnar epithelium cells are found. The ciliated epithelium are another type of, we can say, columnar epithelium, which have cilia in their outer surface. These cilia are responsible for movement of certain substances, that is they pass few substances above them. It helps in the movement of ova, for example in the fallopian tube, so that it can reach its destination. So these are the three types of animal tissues. The last type is the stratified squamous epithelium, which little bit I have explained while explaining the squamous epithelium tissue. It is actually the another form of squamous epithelium. The squamous epithelium tissues are generally arranged in many layers, as I have explained earlier. They are found in skin because we know that this our skin is made up of different layers. So we can say that skin is an example of stratified squamous epithelium, as because it protects us from many substances, from the foreign objects, dust particles, bacteria, microorganisms, various things. The main function of this stratified squamous epithelium is that it protects us from mechanical injury and various other substances which are responsible or which generally can get inside our body. So students, this way there are four types of epithelial tissues. This epithelial tissues are generally protective in nature, sometimes secretive in nature, and they covers various organs and body parts. So this is all about the epithelial tissue. The next video will cover the other types of tissues, that is the connective tissue, the muscular tissue, and the nervous tissue. So it is my request to keep a watch on my upcoming videos so that you can clarify your doubts. To get my upcoming videos, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. You can also ask me some questions or can clear your doubt by typing in the comment box. That's all for today. Thank you.